Hi guys, it's Leah. If it looks like I'm sweating like a pig, it's because I am. So hot. So this is going to be a different video. I do make a lot of sewing videos, but I've never made a thrifting video. If any of you followed me back when I was doing my blog, Good Gravy, then you know that I'm an avid thrifter. My blog used to be a thrifting and upcycle thrifted items. That's really what my main focus was, but then I got pregnant and I just didn't really have time for it anymore. But now that my son's 2, I have a little bit more time on my hands. I've been thrifting a lot more. I really like the idea of just the frugality of thrifting, not only because you're saving money, you're getting clothes for cheaper, but you're reusing something. You're not causing more waste in the world. Now listen, I'm not gonna say that I'm like some huge go green person. I'm not. I'm just saying it's one of the reasons that I enjoy it. I don't like excess in my life. So I went thrifting recently and I found, I think, 4 items that I really liked, but all of them had something that I just wanted to change about them. I find when I'm thrifting, a lot of times I do find things that I can just buy right off the hanger and wear. But some of the items I find when I thrift are just a little bit off. Either the fit's a little wrong, the length, maybe there's stains or there's a tear that needs to be fixed. All of these things don't necessarily mean that I'm not going to buy the item. If it's a really huge project, I really have to love the item to buy it. Or maybe I just have to be really up for a challenge. Most of the times, the items that I buy that I'm going to update really only have very minimal things that need updating. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the 4 items I bought, what's wrong with them, and then I'm going to show you how I fixed them.
So this is a Forever 21 cardigan, and I'm really loving the print and the weight of it, but I'm really not liking these pockets. They're just adding bulk to my hip area, which nobody wants that. This is an express long sleeve, and really the only issue on this is that there's a tear right here in the arm, which is a pretty easy fix since it is right on the seam. So I'm just going to have to sew that up. These are some limited vintage jean shorts, and they really fit me like a glove. The only issue I have with these is the length. They're just a little bit too long for me. I want to look like I am inspired by the 90s, not like I came from the 90s. This is a 90s simple shift dress. Really cute, love the American flag on it and the button up on the side. But again, the length is just not hitting me right. It's just making me look really, really frumpy. So I'll probably bring it up. I'm starting with the Forever 21 cardigan. I contemplated ripping out the seams and taking out the pocket that way, but it just was going to be really time consuming, so I opted for just cutting out the pocket, cutting really close to the seam, and just cutting the pocket all the way around. I just didn't want to take too much time on this since it was only a Forever 21 cardigan. I could probably go buy this for $20 right off the rack, so I wanted to opt for the easiest possible solution. Onto the express shirt with the ripped seam on the arm. So a little side note here, when you're thrifting, if you find anything that's damaged like this, definitely ask for a discount. They gave me 20% off on this shirt and a couple other items I purchased because of staining. So I'm just gonna sew up this seam with my sewing machine. I'm just gonna go as close to the natural seam and start a little bit farther up, and I'm going over it twice just to reinforce. So now onto the shorts. I'm ripping off this cuff. They were tacked down, so I'm just going to use a seam ripper and take those out. Next, there was a second seam under, and I'm going to rip this seam out as well. I just want to make as much extra fabric as possible. So now I've decided how much I need to cut off. I'm just going to cut around both sides the excess that I no longer need. Then I folded over my hem and went to the sewing machine and finished my hem by sewing it down. For the 90s dress, I really just need to bring the hem up a little bit, so I tried the dress on and marked the pin where I wanted my hem to end. Here I'm marking that length using my bottom edge as a guide to keep my hem straight. From there, I'm marking an inch down from this to allow seam allowance. Then I'm just cutting out my excess, and I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and finish my hem. So here's the before on this cardigan with the bulky awkward pockets, and here's the after. You can see how much nicer it lays on my body. And I'm just showing you a close-up so you can see that you can't even tell where I cut the pockets out. And here is before with the big hole in the arm. Ta-da! After, no hole. That's probably the simplest fix of all time. Before with my nice fitting but way too long shorts. And after, look at how nice they fit. They actually fit my legs. And they do actually roll down if I wanted a day where I didn't want my shorts to be so short. Before with the frumpy length on this 90s dress. And after, a cute little mini dress. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you like these kinds of videos, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Happy 4th of July, America!